So continuing on the essential reports that you can run, or the important reports, we now come into the next section, which is section B. We're going to look at some reports that you can run from this section. The Superbill report is all the superbills. If you've got a superbill that is set up, you can run a batch superbill from this screen, from this report. So you can run, like, if you want to run all the super bills for the day so that the doctors can mark the services that were done for the day, you can run from this report. Now this is based on the appointment, so if you are using the scheduling part of the system, then you can run this report to look at, which is you can export to PDF here, and that will generate the super bill for all those patients that have, or for that appointment date range. And this is typically used by the doctors to mark the services that were done for the day, mark the procedures and diagnosis, and pass that sheet on to the biller so that the biller can enter the bill into the system. So if you want to run a day report, day-wise or date range, you can use the Superbill report for that. And so you can print the report and pass it on to the doctor, can mark it and pass it on to the biller. The next is the Superbill Tally report. This is a reconciliation report between the appointments and the charges. And this gives you options to select multiple schedule types, appointment status, or Superbill status. So in this, if you want to select multiple, I'll use a control key as a multi-selection, so you can use a control key to select multiple entries or select multiple to make multiple selections in these filters. So this is an appointment charges, or this is a appointment charges reconciliation report. This looks at appointments in the system and tells you whether a superbill, which is a charge, has been entered for it. Now anything which has got a bill to PR means the charge has been entered, or if you see bill to patient, it also means that the charge has been entered for it. If it is in a new status, that would mean that the charge is sitting in new status. It's not been posted yet. Anything other than bill to PR or bill to patient would mean that the charge has not been posted. So X means that there has not been a charge. That charge is untouched for that appointment. Now this report can also be exported to spreadsheet or to PDF format. Similar to the Superbill Tally report, the Superbill Tally report is actually for any customers who use Practice Suite's manual charge entry. Is you would and also have used the scheduling. This report is typically for the reconciliation between the two. But if you are a customer who actually receives charges through an interface, and also the appointments are coming, or the charges are coming through the interface, but the appointments are either are being synced with an external system, or even the appointments are being entered in Practice Suite. There is another report that you can run for interface customers, where the data comes over the interface, which is B6 Appointment Charge Reconciliation Report. This report is what you can run to see the charge and appointment reconciliation, and this is for any interface customers can actually use this report for the reconciliation between appointment and charges. And the Superbill Tally report, the difference is that that report is used for where the charges are being entered manually into the system. That Superbill Tally report can be used for that. You also have on the Superbill section, there's a B5, which is Authorization Tracking report. this gives you all the authorizations that have been entered for that period or the time date period, and it tells you what are the authorizations remaining. There's visits allowed, visits used, and visits remaining. And if you have authorization amounts entered, you can also see the authorization amount allowed and remaining amount as well for them. This report can also be exported to spreadsheet or PDF format. Now there's a summary, and also if you would like to look at some detailed authorization information, you can also check the box for detailed, and gives you additional information as well. So those were some of the important reports that you can run under the Superbill section.